It is good to be back in Baltimore. I'm from Oakland. Baltimore is like home to me. And it is, of course, wonderful to be here with my friend, with my colleague, the EPA Administrator, Michael Regan, who I have to tell you, because he and I have been working very closely, like I said, traveling around the country. He is extraordinary. Bernice talked about it, and you can see when he talks. He is truly committed, and he is bold, and he is relentless, and he is tireless, and he is ambitious about the rights and the responsibilities that we have to respond to the needs of the American people. Michael, it's such a joy to work with you. Thank you for your leadership. And it is also wonderful to be here with when I was in the Senate, my Senate classmate, Chris Van Hollen. Thank you for your leadership. Chris is always saying, come back to Baltimore, I'm here. Senator Tom Carper, a great leader, a great friend to the president, and one of the people who is responsible for being a leader in the state Senate, in our national Senate in the Capitol on this issue, as well as Senator Ed Markey, all the way from Massachusetts here because of the work that he has been doing tirelessly for years and years. He and I talked about a similar announcement that we made together in Boston. Congressman Frank Pallone, where are you? Thank you for your work. There he is. Again, a long way from home, but here because this is about national impact, this work we're doing. And of course, Congressman David Trone, thank you for your leadership in your work. And I also want to mention the governor, Wes Moore. He's out of state at the moment, but he wanted to be here and he's doing incredible work, and I want to applaud his leadership as well. And I want to thank this audience and all of the folks who are here, if not in person, but because of their work, they are here and present with us. In particular, the students, the activists, the union workers, the elected officials, everyone who is here, the mothers and fathers and grandmothers and grandfathers and aunties and uncles and all of the leaders who have participated in a day like today. I want to thank you for your leadership and your partnership in taking on one of the most urgent matters of our time, this climate crisis. So every day, all across our nation, we feel and see the impact of the climate crisis. I mean, if you watch the morning news, it will be the lead story. It's been every day for the last couple of weeks. It is the lead story. I think we finally, at least in our progress, come to the point that most people can no longer deny it because it is so obvious. And we have seen around our country where communities have been choked by drought, have been washed out by floods and decimated by hurricanes. Here in Baltimore, you have seen your skies darkened by wildfire smoke. And you have seen the waters of the Chesapeake Bay rise, threatening homes and businesses that have stood for generations. It is clear that the clock is not only ticking, it is banging, and we must act.
Wow, friends, this could fix everything. Under a newly proposed plan, millions of Americans that receive Social Security would not see any benefit cuts anytime soon. Democrats and Republicans are working together to push a new bill that would change how Social Security is funded. Rebate checks are also on the way to many Americans this week. My dear friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community, I will be announcing several winners in a video later today for the Walmart gift card giveaway. To enter these weekly giveaways, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. According to a new analysis, Social Security may remain solvent for generations to come. If a tax plan proposed by Democratic lawmakers is enacted, shoring up Social Security has become a major issue ahead of the 2024 election. In March, the annual Social Security and Medicare Trustees Report warned that the program's trust fund would be depleted in a decade and is forecasted to cover only 77% of benefits starting in 2033. But the Medicare and Social Security Fair Act share, which was introduced by Democratic Representative Brendan Boyle and Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, would extend Social Security's lifespan by at least 75 years. The bill would require taxpayers making more than $400,000 a year to contribute a fairer share to Social Security. It would also require them to contribute more to Medicare and close a loophole that favors high earners. According to Newsweek, the bill would ensure that wealthy owners of pass-through businesses like hedge funds and private equity firms with more than $400,000 in annual income cannot avoid Medicare taxes. Both Sheldon Whitehouse and Brendan Boyle said the legislation, if passed, would extend Social Security solvency indefinitely by making the nation's highest earners contribute their fair share. The legislation's provisions would extend the ability of the Old Age, Survivors, and Disability Insurance Program to pay scheduled benefits in full and on time throughout the 75-year projection period. Additionally, the analysis found that by enacting the provisions, the OA SDI program would meet the further conditions for sustainable solvency because projected combined trust fund reserves would be growing as a percentage of the annual cost of the program at the end of the long-range period. Nancy Altman, the president of advocacy group Social Security Works, told Newsweek that there are only two options to eliminate Social Security's projected shortfall, which is to cut benefits or increase revenue. Senator Whitehouse, chairman of the Senate Budget Committee, also recently told reporters that the mega-rich have avoided paying Social Security taxes on most of their income, threatening the promise of Social Security for future generations. Senator Whitehouse also noted that some Republicans have recently joined Democrats in promising not to cut Social Security. But so far, Republicans have not united behind a plan to keep Social Security solvent. In May, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy announced the launch of a fiscal commission tasked with finding ways to reduce the national debt. The Republican leader later said the commission would look at reducing funding for Medicare and for Social Security. So, dear friends, what do you think will happen to Social Security in 10 years? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Also, friends, Pennsylvania property tax and rent rebate payments started going out to eligible Pennsylvania homeowners and taxpayers this month. The Commonwealth will continue to distribute payments as new applications are processed. Applications were originally due to close on June 30th, but the application deadline has been extended through the end of this year for all eligible Pennsylvania residents. Pennsylvania's Secretary of Revenue, Patrick Brown, said that the program has already made a tremendous impact throughout Pennsylvania. According to Brown, since the program's inception in 1971, it has delivered more than $8 billion in property tax and rent relief. Residents who have not yet applied for a rebate can still do so until December 31st, 2023. Officials have noted that applications are available online. Renters and homeowners may also apply using a paper application. You can choose between receiving your rebate as a paper check or as a direct deposit. The amount of your rent rebate depends on your income. Half of Social Security income can be excluded from the calculation. So, for example, if you receive $20,000 of Social Security, you may count only $10,000 as your income amount to qualify for the rent rebate. Also, renters with an annual income of $8,000 or less will receive a rent rebate of $650. then renters with an annual income above $8,000 will receive a rebate of $500. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Friday afternoon. My dear friends, thank you so much for being here and for being part of this community. I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway in a video later today. My friends, please make sure you enter the giveaway by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed Friday.